If you've ever felt an unexpected chill deep in your chest, an instinct you can't quiet, a flare in the darkness, you know it's a warning. Don't ignore it. The last time I felt that, it tore apart my marriage and reshaped my entire life. It began with a simple plea, words that still linger on my lips. "Stay home tonight," I begged her. She only smirked, amused as though I'd just spun some ridiculous tale. "Relax," she brushed me off with a wave of her hand, her tone sharp with irritation. "You're making a big deal out of nothing, as usual." She was already halfway out the door, the blare of her friend's horn outside pushing her along. A faint trail of her perfume hung in the air, mocking the stillness of the room she left behind. For the first time, her empty reassurance didn't soothe me. Something heavy, unshakable, sat in my gut, a voice whispering that nothing would ever be the same after tonight. The hours dragged on like lead. I flipped through channels, scrolled endlessly on my phone, anything to fight off the storm of dread clawing at me. Midnight passed. No word. By 1, then 2, I caved and sent a text. "You okay?" Silence answered me back. The weight in my chest only grew. My thoughts drifted to the last few months, the endless late nights, vague excuses, the secretive texts she giggled at but never shared. The faint scent of cologne clinging to her when she came home, the laughter meant for someone else. I'd asked, first gently, then desperately, but she always deflected. "I need space," she'd accuse. "You're suffocating me." All I wanted was to hold on to what felt like it was slipping away. That night, the truth hit me like a blade. I was a ghost in my own marriage. No longer a partner, just the man waiting at home while she lived another life. At some point between vows and this moment, I'd been demoted from husband to placeholder. By 3 in the morning, something inside me hardened. I stood, went to the wardrobe we once shared, and began gathering her things. Dresses, shoes, scarves, jewelry. One by one, I stacked them neatly by the door. My movements weren't angry or rushed, they were deliberate, steady, like I was finally listening to the alarm I'd ignored for too long. Around 4, the front door creaked open. She stumbled in barefoot, heels dangling from her hand, laughter spilling out of her mouth. Her makeup was smeared, her hair tangled from the night's adventures. Then she froze. Her eyes locked on the neat piles of her life by the door, and her smile collapsed. "What's this?" she whispered, her voice brittle. I looked straight at her. "Don't come back. Not tonight. Not ever." A strange calm washed over me, dulling the ache I thought would consume me. She tried to argue, stumbling over excuses, but I stopped her cold. I told her I was finished with waiting, finished with pretending, finished with disappearing inside her lies. She begged for an hour, spilling promises I'd heard too many times before. But I was done listening. I told her to call a friend, call a cab, call anyone, but she wasn't staying. At dawn, I changed the locks. Sleep never came, but as the sun rose, I felt as though I'd finally woken from a long, suffocating nightmare. The next morning, I filed for divorce. When asked what I wanted, I told the court to divide everything however they saw fit. She could have the house, the car, even half my savings. None of it mattered anymore. The only thing I wanted back was myself, my life free from the torment of waiting for her to come home, free from the endless guessing of who she was with when she didn't. At first, the emptiness was crushing. The silence of the apartment was unbearable. Her closet stood hollow, but her laughter still haunted the walls. Yet slowly, the quiet turned into peace. I began to sleep through the night. I rediscovered passions I had abandoned, reconnected with old friends, wandered on long walks, read books without distraction, and even cooked for myself simply because I could. Months later, a friend mentioned seeing her at a bar with someone new. He asked if I wanted to hear more, but I just smiled and shook my head. That was the moment I realized I no longer cared. The invisible chains she had wrapped around me were gone. Looking back, I wish I had trusted my instincts sooner. That gnawing feeling wasn't paranoia, it was truth clawing to be acknowledged. That night when I begged her to stay, I wasn't really pleading with her. I was pleading with myself. Stop enduring. Stop pretending. Stop losing yourself for someone who already left. So if you ever feel that cold knot in your stomach, don't dismiss it. Don't wait for disaster to force your hand. Sometimes the bravest, most freeing thing you can do is listen to it and walk away. Because the night you finally do might just be the first night of the life you were meant to live.